I say just do it whenever too.
Yeah. Welcome to 2-for-1 Reacts, where me and Daniel will watch cool things that you're interested in and react to them. And of course, the new James Gunn, written and directed by Suicide Squad, just dropped, and we've all been anticipating this, especially since DC Fandom when we had a small sneak peek. Of course, we had a few years ago, David Ayer had Suicide Squad come out, which you can see playing behind me.
Which I've never seen. So I'm coming into this with no Suicide Squad background, but I think it seems like they're kind of trying to make this movie accessible.
Yeah.
If you maybe didn't see the first one, because the first one, it was not popular.
I mean, you know my opinion. Like, I think you should watch everything, no matter what. But the movie it's not a good movie. It's not like I think it would be fascinating. Yeah. You could have a whole course on why it's like one of the worst edited movies of all time. And
well, they want the Ayer cut, so maybe that wasn't his fault.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, Daniel. Let's watch this trailer and then we'll talk about it more from there.
All right.
You want to do a countdown?
Yeah, synchronize play buttons.
Let's do the Unity, synchronize. Are we doing 3, 2, 1, go? On go?
Yeah, on go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
This coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire on. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Bloodsport.
Man, he has a cool helmet.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
Of course he is. He loves my car.
Times are hard. You fail to follow my
But James Gunn has like a higher level of love.
And I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Can do the job for free. So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Nathan Fillion.
Nom nom.
Any questions?
King Shark, baby.
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That guy's in the Dark Knight.
You die.
If we find out
That's
any
the
information
mental
he gives us
patient
is
that
false,
Batman.
you die.
If we find out you
or
have
that-
personalized
what's his name?
license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering
Dr.
your
Who?
mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
We're gonna have to put SFW tag on this
Get
reacts.
you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Yes. It's Starro.
Oh my God! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
We love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
You see it? Sylvester Stallone's in there.
Yes, I did.
Who's he playing?
Wait, is he King Shark?
Wait, was he King Shark?
Kind of. I feel like he might have been.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
okay.
Now that I think about it, like I'm hearing the voice. Yeah, look it up. Anyway, dude, Starro. Okay, do you know who Starro is?
No, I don't know any of this, but
Okay.
I am so into everything that's happening right now.
Okay, so Starro.
It
he's
is
like,
Sylvester Stallone, and that was just
Is it?
confirmed like
That's
today.
incredible.
So that's a. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
was. I guess we didn't know a lot of this casting Yeah.
Well, we didn't know who. Yeah, we didn't know who was voicing King Shark. They kind of did a roll call kind of trailer back at DC Fandom.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Sylvester Stallone
That
as
was
King
a
Shark. That's
great trailer.
yeah, it's fun and yeah, I mean it's clearly a sequel to the one playing behind me, but it's also
right?
But it looks accessible enough. Well, I mean the only people that are, I mean a lot of them actually is Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, who is the guy in yellow, and then we have Captain Boomerang played by Jai Courtney. So those three are transferring over, and Will Smith couldn't, they were going to recast him, but he is kind of almost like, no, he could come back later. So let's just kind of create another
His characters.
Let's just replace him
somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. So, and they got Idris Elba to do, I think it's Bloodsport. Bloodsport. Yeah. I can't want to say Bloodshot. That's Vin Diesel. Bloodsport.
But no,
dude, Starro
awesome.
is a huge Justice League. Yeah. Starro's a huge Justice League villain. And, like he's been in so many comics throughout the years, and it's like it's
just a giant starfish. Of course,
like, well, he has a giant starfish, and what he does is he has a whole bunch of little baby starfish, and they can get on your face, and they basically can mind control you.
Of course, that I feel like I've probably seen thing. I mean, that feels like almost like a known.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've like seen that image.
I mean,
like, at least.
Even I think recently in the last 5 years, there has been a version of Starro that it's like almost like Batman has like a pet or like a little sidekick Starro, and it's like he's, I can't know all the details. I'm vaguely remembering this, and I read something.
Yeah.
I read the comic. Anyway, that's a super cool deep cut villain. There was kind of rumors that it was Starro last year, but now we know. So that's super cool.
That was an awesome trailer. It felt like it felt like Guardians in the team up, like kind of like fun, like we're on a team, but there's all this friction, but we do like we are in the end gonna like be there for each other kind of like vibe that just feels infectious and like feels like I feel like I'm gonna maybe fall in love with this. Like I felt, I mean, Guardians is my favorite of the MCU as far as just like standalone films.
Sure.
I think the one and two, but especially both of them actually, they're just the team dynamic, the idea that it's always a team up movie. And I love that. I think that's why it's like always your best friends getting together to go smash the bad guy together, and it's like, that just gets me,
And James Gunn, he has a good sense of heart.
Yeah,
he really does.
And it seems he has a knack for kind of balancing. Well, I mean, listen, we watched a trailer, so we don't know if this is going to be good. It looks really good. Like it looks like this is now in a highly anticipated movie for me, and I was going to watch it, but it was always going to be like, but now I'm like, okay, when does this come out? I need to know. I'm going to be counting down.
It comes out, I believe, in August. I think it's in August. HBO Max day one, also in theaters day one.
It was great. Wild. It was great.
One thing you really see is James Gunn. His history started out with Trauma with Lloyd Kaufman back in the day, the Toxic Avenger X, Y, and Z. He made Slither and this. It feels like it's like a marriage of Guardians of the Galaxy and like his Trauma days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The raunchiness gore that he's kind of, he was born out of. And then it's funny because, he was fired from Disney and this is what he made.
They made that when it said from like, what is it? The Demented Mind or the Twisted Mind? I don't know what it said.
Yeah. The Beautifully something mind.
Yeah. Of James Gunn. And I was like, if he hadn't gotten hired by Marvel back, that would have been a bigger like fuck you to Disney. It's not. It's almost kind of not because in the end Disney took him back, but it was like they hired him like I don't want to get into all that because that was stupid in my opinion.
It's interesting because this is definitely he said this is his biggest movie of all time, like he's the biggest sets he's ever been on, which is kind of crazy considering what he's done with Guardians, and I'm excited to see it. This is everything that I thought it would be.
This looks a lot more practical though. Like these look like real sets.
It does.
And Guardians was like, 99% green screen just by the nature of you're on different planets.
I mean, they didn't shoot. They didn't shoot in space. What?
They didn't build an actual ego planet. No, I don't think they did. But it does look I mean, it looks bombastic. It looks like there's going to be laughs and like good action, like fun action too.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, I already like a lot as like the kind of always pissed off, but like in a way that's not annoying, I guess. You know what I mean?
Well, then
not
we're
whiny.
getting the douchey Captain America with Peacemaker with John Cena.
Oh, I loved him.
And you
it
know,
was so
it's
funny.
they're shooting the series right now that comes out next year on HBO Max.
Like
during quarantine, after they shot this movie last summer, James had an idea, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna write an 8 episode miniseries, and they're shooting right now. So it's
James
he wrote and directed it. They're shooting all the episodes right now. I could be wrong on the count, but I think it's like 8. Yeah, but it's HBO Max, and they're kind of taking that Disney Plus, route already. Which I'm yeah. I mean, they got Batman, they got Gotham that ties into that. They got Peacemaker, which ties into Suicide Squad.
What if? No, I'm not. I don't know. This is a wild hypothesis. Okay, but DC. They've just fucked up so much in so many ways. I mean, Suicide Squad, the IP, I'm almost surprised they came back to it so soon. Kind of like,
I mean, it made a lot of money. It made a lot of money.
Okay, well, fine.
Go on.
But
go.
The critical reception was, you barely could find a good opinion on it, kind of thing.
Sure.
What if James Gunn knocks this out of the park and they want to hand the DCEU to him?
I mean,
what if they want him to Kevin Feige them?
It's possible. I'm not quite sure that's either what he wants.
I could see this being not only DC's most critically successful film, but potentially, I mean, financially, if it's both. I mean, this could potentially. I mean, I kind of really hope it beats Aquaman, just because of the the underlying issue of Aquaman being what it is. And
he didn't love Aquaman. Everyone.
No, I did not like Aquaman.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. This looks great.
I am too. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below, the notification bell. That way, I've done all future episodes of 241 Reacts, as well as all the cool content like our podcast, our collector series, where Matt shows you cool figures. And we did it. So I'm looking forward to the movie. Daniel, I'll catch you on the next podcast.
Oh yes,
and
you will.
Yeah,
you will.
All right, guys, thank you so much.